The dwarves Ruzat, Agatur, and Nath have stumbled upon a secret meeting between Rachrum, goblin overseer of Sundagrat, and Gurbarash, the Gundabad hill troll chief.
And what nastiness could they have in store? Pineleaf, we found the meeting. Stop talking so that we can hear them. Quiet. Oh, there they are. Gurush, I am honored to have come to Sundagrat on behalf of Gundabad. The offer of my Sundagrat forces swearing allegiance to Gundabad still stands. I was told you had an army, a sizable force, in your Sundagrat. What I see in these halls is pitiful. I can explain. No need. I see these all empty, and the goblins I see that are injured. I let my orc camps in your halls, and now many are slain. There's nothing to explain Rachrum. There are dwarves here. Great numbers of the hills. It must be. Lies! A pathetic attempt to explain your own failures. I see with my own eyes what is here, and my decision is final. Gundabad has nothing to gain from adding Sundagrat to its horde. Come, my orcs, we leave this pitiful place. Gundabrak, come back! No, first I get kicked out of Goblin Town for siding with the Frost Horde. Then Gundabad won't even accept my allegiance! Gah! If only I found those dwarves and the warden mucking around in my halls! Now's our chance. Yeah, I think we'll show them the warden and dwarves that are mucking around in his halls. I'll kill you! Yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah. That's what I'll do to you. Aha! Rachrum. Oh, wait. You are getting to be annoying with those heals. I gotta tell you that for sure. Alright. Stopped him that time! Yes! Whew. You're super annoying, did you know that? Ah, we're to the end game. Yeah, the problem is, whose ending will it be? Ah! Hey! The wretch flees! Let him run!
I say leave the goblin to sulk in the hills.
Rachrum is of no concern. Let's leave him to sulk. Come, let us leave Sundagrat. Oh yes, I'm ready to do that. It looks like we have one less problem, though. I wonder if we're going to cross paths with that goblin again.
Thank you for your assistance on our survey mission.
I hope that you will return to Scarhold with us. Please bring us word from Grimbjorn as soon as you hear something. All right, I will try to do so. Thing you have to say?
I hope our paths cross once more, my friend.
It's always a pleasure to receive assistance from the great Pineleaf. I hope our paths cross once more. And then finally, we have Agatur the Boastful.
I am glad that we stopped those goblins from joining forces with Gundabad.
Yes, it looks like my curiosity was warranted. Alright, that's nice. Well then, I suppose that means it's time to be off to the White Mare. I sometimes wonder if the White Mare was intentionally placed in the most inaccessible place that those people could find. No signs of a raiding party here. Well, let's see if we could patrol elsewhere. How about to the north of the mare and see if there are any raiding parties over there? No, all is clear here. Well, it's clear of raiding parties, but it's not clear of wargs, apparently. So I'll need to clear that out a little bit if things are going to be safe here. There you go. Alright. Clear of raiding parties, but not of nasty wargs. Check. Oh. Next place on my map is across the water. Ah! I think this is the next point I'm supposed to check. The raiding party is still nowhere to be found. Well, maybe there's no raiding party? Well, that'll be good. What do you say? You have an idea?
Keep a hushed tone about you.
I hear the tread of warg paws over the hills within the valley of the Mistshawls. They come this way. Should we retreat and warn the village? If we run, we'll lose sight of this band, and an unseen threat can be more dangerous. No, we must stand our ground. I have fled too often of late. No more. Alright, if you don't mind, I'll just nourish myself before we get all ready to face these nasty foes. I'm ready.
The Beorning Vaskorn insists that a stand must be taken here and now against the raiding party of wargs that approaches the Floodfells.
Then let's go and take care of them.
Quickly now, follow me.
We attack! This way! Oh, this way. Alright. Keep low and silent. I'm a hobbit. I always stay low. It's easy to stay low if you're a hobbit. There you go. That's why we make such great scouts. Yeah? Shh. Be very... Oh, yeah, that's a warg. Kielbach. There you go. Perfect timing. Hey, ouch, ouch. This is a big warg. Aha! They took notice of me. Well, I think that was the entire point. So that's what... See, so that warg I found earlier must have been there to give me some practice. Yes. There you go. Look at that. No problem whatsoever. A few less wargs to worry about. Alright, that takes care of the boss. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, he's doing fine. Oh, now he turns into a bear. Now he's really angry. Now for you. Aha! So much for the raiding party. How well do I understand bear? Well, it's one less raiding party to worry about.
Our victory was for Hunolf. Our success was for Elder Threckmoth.
Until now, I felt lost, thrust from my quiet life in the Thorn Halt, a sudden victim of death and conflict. But I'm now newly resolved. I shall remain in Limlock and help protect the village. If Limlock is not kept safe, how will my Skogos ever be so? There is that. Well, now let's see what Mr. Nutbeard has to say about that little operation. He says, all right, now let's do Day 3 worth of chores, right?
What? A warg made it through Mist Hollow?
Ah, Skarding is either in trouble or he has been overwhelmed, and I'm sure he is not in trouble. Well, there is that. Let's see, what can we do? I'll take... How about that one?
What am I to do?
Yes. Why? I cannot allow any more of my kin to leave Limloch, but I must know what troubles guarding in Mist Hollow. Pineleaf, you have proven yourself resilient and defended my home. Is it too much to ask one more task of you? Why not? Will you travel to Mist Hollow and seek out Skarding Wargsbane? You may find him at Thulkfist, where he often resides. Pineleaf, I can see now why Grimbjorn trusts you. Oh, now you figure it out. Well then, let's get to Mist Hollow. We have quite a group here in Thulkfist. We've got Leothred and Skarding, Wargsbane, and it looks like we've also have an eagle here. Right. Let's start with Leothred.
It is very kind of Starding to let us stay at his encampment and continue my research in Mist Hollow.
Pineleaf, have you ever seen a great eagle this close before? Why, I once did some work for Landreval. Such beauty! These lands are full of impressive surprises. It is very kind of Skarding to let us stay at his encampment and continue my research in Mist Hollow. It would seem that our next location to visit is the old Ithudha ruins of Lumrog. However, Skarding has informed me that Lumrog is currently occupied by all sorts of vicious trolls. No matter, the ruins will most likely be an old farmhouse and nothing more. Yes, we shall skip those ruins and continue tracing the footsteps of the Ithudha as they settled throughout the valley. Perhaps we should assist our new friend here first and defeat some of the orcs in the valley. Well, I suppose I could kill an orc or 6, but also I'm sure that Skarding will have something he wants me to do. Skarding Wargsbane. Well, I suppose if you're going to call yourself Wargsbane, you're going to wear a warg pelt.
Who are you?
Runerick had sent you? These must be trying times. Do not speak to me of the Ujak Fulog. I am even less pleased than you about the wargs who escaped my wrath and made for the Floodfells. It would have not been so if not for Guthbrak and those cursed trolls that blockade half the valley. The eagle perched on at Thulkfist eyes you closely. It seems you have something to add, Fungling? Yeah, alright. I better give Fungling a bow here. And last I heard, I think you need to be polite to them first. Hello there.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes, I know who you are, Pineleaf. I have heard about you from Lord Gwaihir. With what knowledge of you I have, I know your assistance will be a boon to us in ousting this Gurbarash. No good can come from a Gundabad chieftain in these lands. Well, I agree with you about that.
You have my gratitude and my respect.
You have witnessed the mist for yourself as you have descended into Mist Hollow. When the fog lowered upon the forest valley in times past, it lingered and never left. This alone makes it different for my brethren and I to properly patrol the skies above Mist Hollow. What moves upon the valley floor remains a mystery to the eagles. That is where my friend's guarding has been a great assistance to both eagles and Bjornings. He has patrolled and defended the valley of Mist Hollow to great effect. All right. There is that.
Enough idle chatter.
I would have done this even had you not asked to Fangling. That is the life I have chosen. Scarding clutches one of his war pelts, then quickly moves his hand. A gift. Nothing more. The rest are trophies, earned in battle. Enough idle chatter, Warden. We must oust Gurnbarash from Lumrog. There are hills under the mist that may give me a proper vantage over the Gundabad encampment. Let us first seek a hill where we might spy the enemy patrol I have tracked. Alright, I will do some scouting, and I need to escort him. Now, what order should I do this in? The answer to that, of course, is obvious. I will go and scout the location, and as while I'm doing it, I will kill wargs. Perfect solution to the entire problem. Now, of course, that means finding the wargs, and not the Avank, and not the badgers, and not the moose. And especially not the bats. Well, there's no enemy presence here. We just have bats, assuming we don't count the bats. I presume by enemies, of course, that we are looking for... Well, there's an orc. I think an orc counts as an enemy. Definitely, orcs count as enemies. Goblins count as enemies. Wargs count as enemies. Bats count as an annoyance. A simple... Unless, of course, they're spying for the goblins. That's right. I'm supposed to be killing orcs, not wargs. The third location appears to have an eagle. Well, let's see if he's seen anything. Hello, great sir.
Have you discovered something?
I did not realize others would be looking to perch upon my hill. You seem a little too polite for your own good, traveler. I, Egrendir Claw Catcher, prefer to rest here after a great kill. Now, make yourself useful and fetch me some small stones. Yes, that'll do. They must be somewhere on the forest floor. Stones. Why, he needs some gastroliths or something? Well, let's see if I can find some without running into... Well, let's take care of the bat first. I'm sure it's going to find a way to be annoying if I... Yep, it'll find a way to be annoying even if I do attack it first. See? I'm sure it would have been even more annoying if I didn't attack it first. There you go. One less annoyance. Now, let's see if I can find any of these stones. I don't know what it means by small stones, of course. I hope that's small enough. I should try smaller ones. This The eagle seems to be gone now. All I have here is an Avok. Oh well, I'll have to go back to Thokvist and find out what happened there. Maybe I was only sent to look for those stones as a distraction. Huh! Hold on, what have we got here? A couple of orcs camping out. Well then, this will certainly help us to thin the orc numbers. There you go. Had a little trouble finding you, huh? You two aren't so tough, are you? What do you do? Thrown out by the rest of yours for not being tough enough to be orcs? Yeah, that's what I think happened. Not even worth the trouble for them. Hello there. I just had a rather strange encounter. You met Agrandir. I apologize if he was rude. Eagles do not always see eye to eye, neither among themselves nor with others, smaller folk. Yes, many of the eagles follow Lord Gwai here, living by his own noble code. But there are others, such as my brother Agrandir, who follow none but themselves. Oh.
Be careful, friend. We are not alone here.
Worry not about Agrandir. While he cares only for eagle kind, he is not wicked. Do not be fooled by his mane. He may offer help, but none will come from my brother. He considers all but the eagles to be lesser than he. I can be no more assistance to you than the ground. On the ground. Speak with Guarding about where to proceed, and with what. Alright, well, I'll get to Guarding later. I killed those orcs for you.
I'm sure that Skarding is pleased with our efforts.
Yes, the slaying of orcs is just as the Ithuda would have done when they first came here. Now, if we are to stay near Thokfeast for a while longer, I have some thoughts on what to search for next.
I've been thinking about some moments in the history of the Ithuda that intrigue me.
Well, what are those moments that intrigue him? And what will Skarding have to say? We have to find out. That out in the next episode of The Legacy of Durin.